Okay, so to solve this problem, we got to first figure out whose perspective we're looking at it from. Since we have the 38-degree angle here, we're going to look at it from the 38-degree angle's perspective. We have the 11 centimeters. That is the side opposite the 38-degree angle, so we're going to label that opposite. And then we have x, which is the side adjacent to the 38-degree angle, so we'll label that adjacent. Come up to your formulas, and what you'll see is the formula that uses opposite over adjacent is the tangent. So you come back down here and you write that formula down. We've got tangent of theta equals opposite over adjacent. So at this point, we know what the angle is. It's 38 degrees, so we're going to be taking the tangent of 38 degrees, and that's going to equal the opposite, which we know is 11 now, and the adjacent, which we know is x. Now, we've already talked a bit about how your calculator knows what these values are, so we're going to punch tangent of 38 into your calculator and round it to 4 places, and when we do, we get a value of 0.7813, and that's still equal to 11 over x. We're going to change the 0.7813 into a fraction. We're going to put it over 1, which is going to make it easier for us to cross multiply, and when we do, we get 0.7813x equals 11. We're going to then divide both sides by 0.7813, and that's going to give us a value for x of 14, and we'll round to the nearest tenth in this case, so we'll get 14.1 centimeters. So let's take a look now at the second example. In the second example, you are going to be looking at this from the perspective of the 62-degree angle. And with respect to the 62-degree angle, we've again got y, which is the opposite side, and we've also got 18, which is the hypotenuse. So you're going to come up here to your formulas, and you're going to say which formula uses opposite and hypotenuse, and the formula that uses opposite and hypotenuse is the sine. So you're going to come back down, copy that formula down, so that it says the sine of theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So in this case, we know that we have the sine of 62 degrees, and that's going to be equal to an opposite value of y over a hypotenuse of 18. You're going to take your calculator and you're going to punch sine 62 into the calculator and round it to 4 places, and you'll get 0.8829 is equal to y over 18. You're going to go ahead and make 0.8829 into a fraction, putting it over 1, and we can cross multiply and solve. When we do that, we get y equaling a value of 15 and we'll round to the nearest tenth again, so we get 15.9 centimeters. And we're done.